Geek-Men and the Masters of the Thunder Nerds is brought to you by our sponsors, Super 7, Bulk Dominoes, and Nerd Gear. Be sure to use our codes so that they know we sent you. And the Madness Comic Network. We're all mad here. All right. Welcome to another episode of ADHD. No, it's Frickin' Figures. I'm never going to get it right. But I'm Dustin. That's Zombie.
All right, take two. Welcome to another mediocre episode of It's Frickin' Figures.
That's right.
No. In all reality, we fly by the seat of our pants here, and you
Definitely.
love us. So
Yeah. I mean, that's
let's
why you
face
come
it.
back for more.
I mean,
Right?
half of us probably aren't even wearing pants. So hey,
I'm not.
we have no plans and no pants, folks.
Yeah, that's right. No plans, no pants. We fly
Oh,
by the seat of our
Jesus.
pants.
Technical
Indeed.
difficulties abound. It just wouldn't be our show without them.
Nope, not at all. Not at all. Well,
Uh,
so what's been going on, man? Crazy
Nothing
busy as
good.
always, I assume.
Unfortunately, yes. uh,
I forgot my
I,
water. I'm gonna have to
I
grab
got to tell you, nothing's been going right for me today. It's just
it.
been all downhill. uh, it was one of those where I should have stayed in bed.
Yeah.
uh, yeah, like literally nothing has gone right today. So Monday nights we usually do something quick, something easy because of my work schedule and my daughter's extracurricular activity schedules and all that. So there's not a lot of free time, and we usually just do something simple for dinner, usually like a frozen pizza or something.
Yeah.
Today I decided I was going to flip the pizza upside down in the oven as I'm putting it in. Do not recommend. That makes every bit of a mess that you think it would. Pizzas don't have to be flipped, folks. Just put it in like it's supposed to be. Don't do nothing fancy.
Oh, so you're trying
Yeah.
something fancy? Something
No,
you
I was
thought?
not. I was just a complete fucking klutz, and the pizza went flop face down.
Okay,
The
I got.
pepperoni and cheese went everywhere inside
Oh,
the hot ass oven. So
that's
I will
sad.
be taking my oven apart tomorrow and scrubbing all of that cheese out of it.
That sucks.
So yeah, that's how my day's going. An upside down frozen pizza in a hot ass oven.
Yeah.
What about
Yeah.
you?
Oh, I also had frozen pizza today. So, but yeah, I mean, dude, I've been going. So last night, uh, my daughter tripped over a shoe, fell on the floor, and so like she's immediately started crying out in pain, and she's just like, "Oh Jesus, please help me!" She's laying there on the floor, just completely crying and in pain and all this. So it's like,
You come around the corner like,
oh,
yes, my child.
oh, okay, okay,
Jesus
that
ain't
didn't
helping,
sound
but
good,
Dad's here.
right? So, I helped her get up, got her to a chair, and then put ice and stuff on it and all that, and so then when Pumira gets off work, she comes in, looks at it, and they decide to go to the hospital and the ER and all that. So of course that left me and my youngest at home, and we just went to bed because it was bedtime when it happened. So yep. So it was just an off day starting yesterday,
Mm.
and then I managed to wake up in time to do the Madness movie Monday matinee with Pops and them, and so that went off well. So but yeah, I outside of that, it has just been a day. I've just been hanging out, and that brought me to now.
Well, got to tell her to make sure the shoes are put where they're supposed to be.
Right. Well, they were in a group of where they are, but somehow it to fall out into her pathway, and she spun on it.
Well, hopefully she's okay. Nothing broken.
Yeah. No, luckily nothing broke this time. They did put her in a boot, and said, okay, well, she needs to take it easy on it and just chill out, I guess. So it's been kind of like it's rainy, dreary, so people have just been laying around all day. It's just been kind of
I have seen you've gotten
hanging.
some weather up there, so I was looking at the radar this morning before I crashed out, and because
Yeah.
I heard rumblings of thunder, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I wonder how Dustin's doing up there. There's a lot of rain, it looks like. So I scrolled up on the radar and I found you. I'm like, oh yeah, they're gonna get some rain today.
Yeah, it's just been raining. No real thunderstorms, which has been kind of a disappointing thing because I know Humaira loves thunderstorms, and but she has this theory, and I'm inclined to somewhat agree. It does seem suspicious. Um, as weather moves towards us, and it's like, oh man, we're gonna get hit, and it's like all red and stuff like that, and then it flies past the airport, and then all of a sudden, boom! It miraculously dissipates. She's like, they have something. They have something to keep their planes going and all that. And like, all right, well, you've said it a number of times. It's hard to. I don't know. I'm not privy to anything like that, but it certainly does seem suspicious. But
We have
every single time.
sorry. We have there's a lake really close to us, like a really huge lake. It's called Lake Pontchartrain. And every time the weather starts to come from that direction, it's funny because we're right on the other side of that lake, and I'll watch it every single time. And two things will happen. It's never that it just goes over the lake and it stays steady and everybody gets, the same thing. It either breaks up like it just divides and we get nothing, or it stalls over that lake and it builds and it gets worse and then we get hit with it. So it's really weird. It's always one of the two. It's never anything like normal. It's got to come from another direction for us to get normal kind of rain weather. So I don't know. Really weird lake effect kind of thing and all of that. So, but anyway, did you get anything? What's in the box?
I got nothing. Nope, not a thing.
Nothing.
Not a thing.
No, you didn't even open anything.
No, I didn't. It's just I've been busy trying to work on different things for like the channel and stuff like that, and I've been trying different things here and there, just so that I've just been completely occupied with that.
I see you've been messing around with the magic cards again.
Yeah. Well, I always do at some point or another. It's always there. It's just I've been posting about it more often, especially considering we have a sponsor, Nerd Gear, who pretty much that's what their wheelhouse is. They deal stuff with magic cards and really awesome gaming accessories. So so that's why I've just been more vocal about it. Otherwise, I mean, I have some on my desk, so it's like I'm always messing around with them. But okay. I just been posting about it, and I switched over to it. This is irrelevant, but I switched to a different decklist website that is, more popular with most folks. So I switched to that and put some decks in, and gave out the link and was like, hey, you have any suggestions, send them my way, stuff like that, just to try to get people interested and know that we're, posting Magic stuff and all that. So, but
Gotcha.
yeah.
Well,
What about you? What'd you get?
I got a couple of things in. I mean, I've kind of shown them off before, but these are pretty much doubles of something that I've gotten. So I got another. This
nice.
is another skeleton. It's the Skeleton Legion Builder 2. So that was the first official release of the full skeleton body. They did in a 4-pack. I got another one here. Can never have too many skeletons. Not for me, anyway. And then I got another Maxilius the Harvester. Nope, wait a minute. There he is.
Yeah.
So these
that
are
one looks so awesome.
Yeah, this is the one where you can take a couple things off of him and put that regular skull, and you've got a Grim Reaper if you need a Grim Reaper figure. There's even like this hourglass kind of thing.
Yeah.
That you can hold up. But yeah, no, that was just some extras. Here, that's a Maxilius that I've already opened up and messed around with. Trying to get that. There's that hourglass.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it's on. Let's see if I can get it out. Without making too much noise, and it's on like this little handle thing, so it's like a free hanging.
Yeah. That is phenomenal. Definitely need to get one of those one day. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's a cool figure. Really have to things like this. You really need to be careful around the neck area. Let me grab this guy. I've shown him off before.
Yeah.
The reason why I say that is these necks. They just peg in underneath where the rib cage starts here at the top.
Mm-hmm.
They're just pegged in with a little bit of glue, and if you're not careful, you're doing all these head swaps and everything. It's easy to break this off. My very first one, I was just, gorilla gripping it, and and the neck came off of it. I'm going, oh no! I didn't have another one at the time, so I broke out my pin vise and my drill bits and stuff and started going to work, and I put him back together. And it'll never break again, the one that I fixed. But yeah. I've got multiples now, so just word of caution, everybody. When you get those, just be a little extra careful with them.
Gotcha.
But yeah, that's really. I think that's all I got. I don't know. My days blend together. Like I don't even remember what I showed last week. So
I did put the Santa list in his hand.
Yeah.
Checking it twice, swapped his hand. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Yeah. So I messed with that during the Madness movie when I was watching that, and I swapped it in. I'm like, oh, this is cool.
So I missed last Friday's episode, ADHD Theater. What movies did you guys pick for this coming Friday?
The Accountant and Accountant 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I saw The Accountant was able to stream, and it's been one I've been wanting to watch. So I was like, hey, they have the first one on there. Let's watch those. And Terry's like, yeah, that sounds good. I've watched them recently, but yeah, that's cool. It's just like, okay. Oh.
I didn't know that the sequel was already streaming.
Yeah, I was surprised too. So that's why I was like, oh man, I want to jump on this.
Okay.
Yep, Amazon Prime.
Not bad.
Yeah.
All right. Did not expect that. I still need to go back and rewatch the replay on last Friday's episode. Although I will say I'm a little bit disappointed because this coming Friday is Friday the 13th. So missed opportunity there is all I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, I figured we had already done several of the 13 movies, and it's like, well, I don't know if I want to put people through that again. You know, so,
Put them through it like it's a bad thing.
yeah, I don't know, but
Uh,
I'm gonna grab my water real quick. Hang on.
yep. So, well, he didn't bring up my share screen thing, but I don't know what else. Oh, let me show you guys a little sneak preview of something I'm trying to get complete.
Ooh,
Little teaser. I'm trying to play catch up with some past commissions, and this is
yeah,
part of one of them. So I know this
nice.
guy's going to be super glad when he gets this, but not doing a full reveal yet. I'm still working on this one, so but he's close. But every time I touch him, I screw the paint up, so I gotta go back and fix the paint. I'm like, God, all right, I'll be glad when this one's done.
Yeah,
No, but yeah, there you go. There's your little teaser.
nice.
So I'm gonna go into just starting to share here.
Okay.
I guess since you chose the image you did for our thumbnail, I'm just gonna go right into this. So
Yeah.
Hasbro Pulse is doing a 2-pack of your boys Slice and Dice, and they've upgraded their gear for these. I believe these figures already had a single release.
If they did, I never saw them.
I remember, I do remember seeing them, just not in person. Like I've seen pictures online. The Joe line is really hit or miss in my area.
Yeah.
I hardly ever see anything new from it, and it's such a shame because they really seem to be hitting a stride right now.
Mm-hmm.
But this is up for pre-order right now, so you can go and pre-order the 2-pack. You can't get them single. Work with
Well,
me here.
and they apparently they did splashes of red on dice, so that way you can apparently mix and match the parts.
Yeah, that is correct.
So I thought that was interesting, and that totally reminds me of Voldo from Soul Calibur. Oh, that was one of my favorite video games back in the day.
There we go. So yeah, so there's your red highlights on him.
Yeah.
And you are correct. I did see a little snippet of their live reveal thing, and so they did that so their parts were more interchangeable. You can get more customization uses out of it.
Yeah. So I didn't catch that part. I just saw them say, yes, we did this because of this. I didn't see them swap anything. Did they do a live swap?
So I didn't watch the live.
Okay.
I rarely ever watch the Hasbro stuff, but this just kind of popped out at me because I know you were really big into the Ninja Force stuff. You said, as a kid, because you had quite a few of those figures and everything, and I think you've even made customs of these guys, right?
Yes. Yeah, I have Slice and Dice. You helped me with the mask. Let me see if I can get those real quick. Hang on.
Yeah, and there's more of kind of the I always get them mixed up. I don't know who's who. Is this Slice or is this Dice? Who's the purple one? Here, I'll show you so there's a side by side. That's kind of, I guess, their base looks. Oh, I feel a sneeze coming on. I got to the mute button just in time. Oh boy, we are a mess tonight. Okay, I'm gonna pause here while Dustin gets himself situated.
Okay, I did manage to
I'm
get
giving you a hard time off camera, is all.
I did manage to get them.
So which one is Slice and which one is Dice? Because I can't.
Slice is red, Dice is
Okay.
purple.
Okay. You missed my grand sneeze live on the show. I did mute myself though.
Oh, nice.
I got to the mute button just in time. Let me back up because here's like I guess that's kind of his base look for this 2-pack, and that kind of shows off, a different version of his mask, which I kind of dig. I like that.
Yeah.
It has that kind of Oni type of feel to it. So, all right, you got them? Did you grab them?
I did.
Let's see.
All right, so I'm going to show Slice off first. I'm going to remove this, and I'll make me big. Okay, so this is Slice. Here we go. And I made sure to I found this mask on a third-party print store, and I was just like, oh man, that's perfect for Slice. And so I did that. He has his 2 swords, all that. But the one that I'm super happy about, because
no, wait, so that's actually on a Marvel Legends hand ninja, right?
Yeah, I believe so. I think that's
What it looks like.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I did all the paint detail of the little, I don't know, leopard type spots. And painted this up. But yeah, so this is my favorite bad guy. But yeah, this is one you helped me with, and I think this was definitely on a hand. Not a hand ninja. It was a G.I. Joe classified Red Ninja, whatever those were called. And you did his mask.
It's been so long ago. I barely remember what it looked like.
And that's the thing that I'm so pumped about, because this turned out so well. And he has his little axe here on his belt. That was one of the weapons he came with. And his staff. Yeah. So
you did a good job on both of them, man.
I'm really happy with these, how they turned out. And I remember talking with someone, I forget who it was. But no, this one. I just took a picture of my shelf, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, is that Slice?" And I'm like, "Yes, it is." Because I had made Slice and Dice and had them on my shelf, and I accidentally took a picture, not knowing. But now, years later, it's I also made a nunchuck, which they did, the G.I. Joe line did, and it turned out really well. The G.I. Joe one.
I saw that one maybe one time in a GameStop. The nunchuck one.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, dude, you ought to take pictures of those, better pictures and like current pictures, since they've, kind of, hey, we're re-releasing these with new parts and stuff. You ought to go, yeah, well, here's my customs.
Yeah. I did, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. I did 3 or 4 ninja customs that I was super excited about, and the other one is buried. There's no way I'm going to get it out, but it was the Commando Snake Eyes, and they've also released a Commando version of Snake Eyes, but this one had like the neon weapons and stuff like that. I just took the neon weapons away and just made it Snake Eyes with, more realistic, not neon weapons.
Yeah. Now, I want to point out, you did those customs before they announced their regular versions, their regular releases. So
Right.
you were ahead of the game on those. Like
Yeah.
you had a goal in mind and you were like, I'm making these. Like
Hmm.
but that's
I
also one of the reasons why I stopped making a lot of the characters from the properties that Hasbro has, because they've done a pretty good job about making the characters that maybe you wouldn't suspect they would make, but they get around to making them eventually.
oh yeah,
Not
this is
always.
the hands ninja that I got for that custom. But
Oh yeah,
I
that was Shang-Chi body.
yeah, Shang-Chi. Um I started making a T Jabang, however you pronounce it, custom.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I got his yellow armor and his base body painted blue, and so I was working on that, and but then things happened, and I
I'd be very
stopped touching
surprised
it.
if they actually made that character.
Yeah, well, I even ordered the weapons, and it was crazy. I found metal weapons, the ones that were in. If I do this, the ones that Slice are holding right now, those were the weapons of T Jabang, however you pronounce it. I don't know. Um, it was just T apostrophe bang. Um, so yeah, those were what his regular weapons were. So I'd be surprised if they didn't just reuse these
Mm,
for him down the
maybe.
road. But
Uh, let's see, where did I leave off? We got the side by sides, right? Wait, am I still up? Okay, yeah, there we go. No, so this currently is on pre-order right now. You can go to HasbroPulse.com and find these guys.
yeah,
Just look under the GI Joe brand and then go to
mm-hmm.
classifieds. It's right there at the top.
Yeah,
But that's all the stuff they come with, man. That's a
it's an
lot of stuff.
incredible loadout. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm really surprised at just all the different looks that you can achieve with these characters. They're absolutely phenomenal. Um, totally blown away, and it makes me disappointed that they're Hasbro Pulse uh these guys, because you know they would I would totally buy them if I had the means to do so, but they are something special. Now, the only thing I'm not that big a fan of is Dice's face, his just human regular face without the mask.
Oh,
Um,
right.
it's just, yeah, sure, it's scarred like every typical person who wears a mask is, but it just doesn't look that inspiring. If you know what I mean. Like now, Slice, the dude in the red, that one makes me curious. Both of his masks are to the point where you can't see his face. So it's like, all right, I want to see what's underneath there. you know,
It's funny. Do they even have? No, they don't. They don't
they
have a
don't.
picture of that unmasked face on that figure on either one
Yeah.
of them on the website. I think
Yeah.
I think it's on Instagram. You can go to their Instagram and they've got them up. But
Yeah. The Instagram shows Dice, but that's Dice's face with the dude in the purple with that alternate head. So it's just like, huh. Now are they now because here's the question, because they can part swap, are they trying to say that his mask underneath that mask is the same?
oh,
It's like, that's weird. But
I have no idea. I can tell
right.
you.
Yeah.
Um,
But
I kind of had to give up on the classified series. Like you, I had started putting bodies together from different Marvel figures to create some 6-inch GI Joes back before they officially announced the line, just to kind of prove, hey, this could be cool. And then that, like, I lost all fire for that as soon as they announced the 6-inch series, and I'm going, okay, well, I don't
Yeah.
see a need to do this anymore.
Right.
So I was excited in the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
but then just the scarcity in the area, it just kind of pushed me out. Like I couldn't keep up, and I didn't know what was coming out and what wasn't coming out. I'd missed pre-orders, so I said, all right, well, whatever. I don't collect this line anymore.
It wasn't that hard of a decision because I mean you're into Mythic Legions anyway, so
Yeah, but I like other stuff too.
Yeah.
Like these are phenomenal looking figures. Given the chance, I would probably get them if I could, but I've got to be good because I've got stuff that's supposed to be on the way. So
yeah,
I can't
you
spend
got your
money
Sharky
I don't
boys.
have. So, but yeah, no, but they've got some really great stuff planned. Like even this guy.
Let's pull this back up again.
So, Budo, I guess is what they're calling him.
Budo he's the other one that I was like really blown away by. I thought that was so cool.
Yeah, it's a great looking figure.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's exclusive to Hasbro Pulse. Again, I can't keep up.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of information, but he's got a bunch of parts too that you can reconfigure to make different looks if you want, and it's just a fantastic looking figure. I may break down and get this one if I can, just because he's just got a really great aesthetic.
Yep.
Like how the Big Ben figure was. Is it Big Ben? I don't know. I've still got him like in a baggie, on the side here. I just like the look of that figure. It was very appealing, so I got lucky. I found one on the shelf at Walmart. It was a return, I guess. Somebody bought it online and found fault with it because it was opened. Nothing was missing. And the only thing that I could find fault on it was the flag on his shoulder was a little bit smudged. Like, all right, well, thank you, whoever you were, you incredibly picky bastard, for returning it, because I scooped that up in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, this kind of has those same vibes to me. Like, I kind of want this guy. He just is a badass looking samurai figure. But then he's also modern enough to where you can, if you want him to have all those, magazines and clips and stuff for the machine guns and all of that, it still works somehow.
Yeah, I guess they wrote a storyline for him that he's, great, however many greats grandfather had passed this line of authentic samurai armor through the generations, and he has it, but he also is, a good guy and has modern stuff, but he also chooses to, whip out the samurai stuff when he wants. So I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, but that is a lot of stuff in that box.
Yeah.
They're doing a really good job of packing in all these accessories and stuff, as opposed to what used to be their bread and butter, which was all of the Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
I've passed through the toy section at my local Walmart for weeks now, and the only thing Marvel that's, like Marvel Legends type of stuff is there's whatever that anniversary wave was that they did where it's just single figure. There's like Captain America and then Spider-Man and the occasional Iron Man, and that's it. That's all that's hanging on the pegs at my Walmart. So
yeah,
I don't know. Again, with this one, I don't know if he's an exclusive to Hasbro Pulse. He's sporting that $35 price tag.
Yeah.
So that's probably because of all of the accessories.
In comparison, how much is the 2-pack going
so
for?
The 2-pack is about, I think, 55. I'll just back up. Yeah, it's in the 55 range.
Well, geez, that's the price of the new Spider-Man that they're
Right, and
charging.
you get 2 figures here, you know.
Yeah,
So, but yeah, that's
definitely a wishy-washy on Hasbro's part. It's like, yeah, you
other
buy this
teams.
one Spider-Man or 2 of this other line. And it's like,
Yeah, no,
how about give me 2
their
figures?
lines have never really meshed. You know,
Yeah,
they don't even jive well with scale. So,
yeah,
but no, just some of their current, upcoming stuff, just great looking stuff.
mm-hmm.
They've finally taken a cue from the fans. Hey, we want those classic updated looks, but we want
Mm-hmm.
our characters to look like the toys we remember from our childhood. Just make them
Right,
look like that. But you can update the gear all you want, but make them look like the toys we remember, which
right,
they've done a really good job with so far.
yeah,
And then even further, if you go through with like the retro card, those really look like the older toys, like the
yeah,
colors and all of that kind of stuff. So they're even pushing it further with that line.
absolutely.
So, oh yeah, the snake eyes with the
Snake
polar
Eyes,
bear.
the polar bear,
Yeah.
that was insane.
One of the things that I love that they're doing, whoops, I did not mean to highlight, is this legacy collection thing that they're doing. So they've got this firefighter here, and it doesn't necessarily have to fit in with the rest of the line. It's a firefighter figure. They've got a police officer coming up, and I think he's got like SWAT gear and everything.
Huh.
Like I'd have been all over that, 5, 6, 7 years ago when I was looking for something like that. But it's still exciting to see them do something like this because these
Yeah,
are like your everyday heroes. Like these guys put their life on the line, rushing into fire and everything to save
yeah,
people. So, I mean, the GI Joe stuff, yeah, that's cool. It's military based and everything, but these people, these are the true heroes of our
right.
society. The people that go through their jobs every day. That's thankless, or people scoff and look down on them until they're needed.
Right.
It's like, yeah, you know what? I might not rush to your site if you're online pissing all over everything that we stand for. Like, watch your mouth, all right? But
Yeah, absolutely.
no, that's and keeping with the I guess Eastern theme here. I'm going to hop over to this is from NECA.
Yeah.
So they announced their Samurai Predator.
Yeah. I was super excited about this. It looks so good.
It does. It looks really good. I think they did a really good job on this design that they've done. And they've put a really cool story
Mm-hmm.
in with why, this alien has this samurai-ish looking armor. He's incorporated, armor bits from the fallen samurai that he's taken out.
Yeah.
But no, it's a really cool look. People, I think, have been asking for something like this for a while now,
Yeah. Yeah,
and they're
most
going to give it
definitely.
to them. Whoops.
Every everyone I see is like, all right, give me Hiro Sonata uh, in a feudal Japan, disgraced samurai, and has to fight a predator. It's like, give me that. It's like, so I think they sort of did with Killer of Killers, but I haven't
So
seen it yet.
you haven't seen it?
No.
Okay. I'm not going to say anything. I did watch it,
Was it
actually.
good?
I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I enjoyed it. It was a lot better than some of the more recent movies that they made, not counting Prey. So if you haven't seen
Yeah.
Prey, have you seen Prey?
Yes, I have.
Okay, good.
I've actually seen
There's
all of
there's
them except for the newest one.
there's like an Easter egg
Okay.
in there. So watch it all the way through when, don't stop when the credits roll. Keep watching.
Yeah.
But it's very interesting because the way it starts out is so there's 3 tales, and each one has its own different predator, and there's these stories are all separated by different time periods.
Yeah.
And they all kind of converge in the end, and you're kind of going, well, wait a minute, that doesn't. At first, you don't quite get it, and then they reveal something. It's like, oh, okay, that's how these characters kind of exist at the same time. It's really, you have to pay attention. I mean, you'll get
Okay.
it once you watch it. You'll get it. It's good. It's good, is what I'm saying. Watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm wanting to. I just haven't had the chance. Like I said, I've been preoccupied with other things, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh man, this dropped on Friday. That was Friday. Oh man, why I need to go watch that.
Yeah. So what's cool with this is so with all the armor and all that kind of stuff, it's funny. I was seeing people when they revealed this, they only posted like a couple of pictures or whatever. But with these, you know, on the site, you can see all the kind of images they've done through their promotions and all that kind of stuff. And then people were saying, you know, well, he's got samurai armor, but we don't see a sword. He better come with a badass sword. Well, he does. You see it right here. That's
oh yeah. Let me
pull you're not sharing.
Oh yeah, man.
So he does. He comes with a sword. Whoops. And they also, you know, is good shot to him. There you go. So it also comes with a head, an unmasked head. Sorry.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So that's cool too.
All right, so let me stop sharing this for a second. Okay. I want to get your perspective. Okay. This is a side topic. Side note. What did you think of the trailer for the new series? And how they said, oh, that Predator looks like, I don't know, too smooth, and that he's like he looks alien compared to the rest of the species.
Well, my knee-jerk reaction to people calling him, he is an alien. He's a fucking alien, okay? What the fuck are you people talking about? I think a lot of people have a problem with because the way the hairs or whatever, tentacles, whatever is on their head, because it kind of covers what we're used to seeing, like that blank bald dome right there. So all of that is business is just kind of right here on the rest of them. And then for the new guy, he's got like a full head of hair, and people are like, ugh, that's not my Predator. Like, shut up.
I heard that it's possible that he's not entirely Predator. He's like mixed with human DNA.
Well, okay, so that's not the first time that's brought up in any of the movies. So there was a couple of movies ago. I think it was the one that had Olivia Munn in it, where she was the scientist or whatever. They had captured one of the Predators, and they were doing blood tests and DNA and all that kind of stuff on it. And they had made the discovery that there's multiple types of DNA inside this one being, and one of them is human DNA. And they're all kind of going, you know, well, how can that be? So someone fucked an alien? It's a joke, you know. Yeah. They said it without saying it, but I think eventually somebody did say it. But yeah, no. So that one kind of put the idea in people's heads, because it was also revealed there's more than one species of these aliens, because there's one that's much bigger, right, and their DNA is different from the smaller ones that we're used to seeing in the movies that we're used to and all of that. So these guys can look wildly different, and all of the people that are having all of these negative things to say about how that one looks, you haven't read any of the comics, and it shows. Okay.
Or even seen all the movies.
They get wild with the way that they're portrayed and how they look. And some are tall, and some are short, some are skinny, some are fat, some are old. Yeah,
if it's not that first Predator, they don't care. They don't want.
Yeah, they don't all look the same. Like we don't all look the same.
Right.
Like, my God, just watch it and make your decision whether it's a good story or not.
Right.
That's my opinion on it. It's like, sit down and shut up. All right, it's not even out yet.
I know. I'm
Dude.
extremely excited for both that and Alien Earth and stuff like that that's coming up this summer.
Yeah.
It's like, this is going to be good, especially for me, because I am not biased. I don't hold on to this one thing. I don't cling to it. I enjoy all of them. Every single Alien and Predator movie and Alien AVP, Alien vs Predator, both of them. I don't care if you think they're crap. I enjoy them. It's just weird. They're great. Oh, now that doesn't mean I think that they all have 5-star stories. I'm not gonna put anyone
I
through
mean,
that disillusion,
bad
but
writing can really ruin a movie. Yeah.
yeah,
Just like bad acting can ruin a movie, or bad
yeah,
visual effects can ruin a movie.
yeah.
Someone not knowing the Statue of Liberty is not made out of stone; it's made out of copper.
Right.
That can ruin a movie.
For you, anyway.
No,
Most of us
trust me.
are just like,
No,
yeah,
no, no,
sure,
no, no.
whatever.
No. That movie it's just dog shit from start to that point, and I don't know what happens after it, because after they turned the Statue of Liberty into rubble and it was made of stone, I'm like, that's it. That's where I draw the line. I'm out of it. I can't finish the movie.
Oh,
No, bring me back up though.
hey, Pops.
That's his loadout. That's his accessories. That's what he's going to come with. He is available for pre-order right now on NECA. If you go to, and I always get this website wrong, so forgive me. store.necaonline.com.
Mm-hmm.
Don't try
Another
to go
thing
to
that I want.
I had to Google to get here. I'm not going to lie. I could not get myself back to the NECA store. No, but currently still available. It does have the little warning there for the tariff surcharge. Unfortunately, they're still dealing with that, as a bunch of other people are.
Yeah.
But I'm going to move on here. Nope, we shared that. I want to talk about this. How about you?
Yeah, dude.
So there's a boy Ace with the Musk set.
Yep.
And this is
absolutely amazing.
How many pieces is it to make this now?
Like,
that's a big ass play set.
It's actually, I think, 6. Because the bottom 2 are regular Musks, but then the top. Okay, so 2, 1, 2. So I think just 4. Because each one of these is 1, but they also have the top city part attached.
They're modular. So,
yeah. I think. I can't be quoted on that because I unfortunately didn't get one. And seeing this now, it's like, oh wow, I definitely wouldn't have had space to put it.
Yeah, I don't know where you would put the thing. I mean, you struggle with Cat Slayer, man.
Right. I was at the time, I was thinking like, oh man, I could get this and just put it underneath Cat Slayer, and it'll be perfect, because I'll have to get on the ground to display stuff, but it's all subterranean, so it'll fit. It'll be thematically fitting. It's like, yeah, I could do this. And I was this close to ordering it, and then I didn't, for money reasons. And then I see this, and I'm just like, oh boy, I would not have been able to fit that.
Dude.
Yeah, he is.
It's not just wide and tall. I mean, it's got depth.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, it's impressive. I'll hand it to him.
He did fit a full-on van in that crawl space. Well, not crawl space. A human could crawl in there. But he did fit a full-on van in this part, on that top part, left part.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I remember those pictures.
yeah, it's like
I think it's still available if you
yeah.
want to pre-order. I don't know if it's all available still. I did check a couple of days ago, and I did see they were still up on the website. You can still
Hmm.
cart them. So
Yeah.
head on over to Ramen Toys.
If this is something that tickles your fancy, I know it does mine.
Yeah,
Boy, do I wish I had room for this.
yeah, I love it. But yeah, I'm looking, and I would have to clear some serious shelf space in order to fit just one like tier of this thing.
Yeah. I
It's
mean, good
crazy. That's
grief.
crazy big.
It's amazing. And it's so awesome of Ramen and Ace especially. They're just so cool that they did this. And oh man, absolutely stunning.
Yeah, for
Love
sure.
it.
Let's see where the and you had brought up the sharks.
Yep.
I gotta
The
share
Sharky
these.
Boys.
So I grabbed these off of Instagram, and Isaac Wong Toys, I guess is how you would say this username.
Yeah.
Isaac Wong Toys. So the sharks did get released in China.
Yeah.
So all of these in-hand pictures that you see people have right now, these are people that are still overseas.
Yeah.
Don't think these have hit the warehouse yet, the 5K warehouse.
No,
I've
I don't think
not
so.
gotten a notification yet, but it just some size comparisons with some popular toys. Actually, let me go back one.
Yeah, I mean, I was
So
surprised at how big they are compared to even like the Hulk, the Marvel
yeah,
Legends
and
Hulk.
that's the new Hulk, the
Yeah.
Maximum Hulk that they just released.
Yeah, the one with the concave chest that
Yeah,
allows for more range of motion.
and I think the Venom is the Gamerverse 12-inch Venom. So
Yeah.
that's that's a big toy itself.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm a little surprised at the size of some of these compared to some of the toys that some people may have in hand.
Right.
There's the great white shark compared to what is that? Who is that? King shark? Is that what they
Yeah,
call
King
him?
Shark. Yeah.
So yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
uh, here's here's our hammerhead, and I don't have any of these other figures, so I don't know.
They're
Like I'm
SHF,
not
so that they're probably like the same size as the Dragon Ball figures you have.
like I don't even know who those characters even are. So
Yeah.
the one on the end might be from Naruto. I see the ninja headband. That might be Hinata. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't. I don't know. I can't keep up with all that stuff. But this one probably surprised me the most, and I still have not decided if I'm going to pre-order the Angler or not.
Oh boy.
But time's definitely ticking. I can tell you.
Yeah. Dude,
I,
how
I
can you I don't know how you can't. I mean,
I might
it's
cave
tempting for
tonight.
me, dude.
I might cave tonight and get him. I don't
Right,
know.
'cause I mean,
Um,
that's tempting for me to get him to fight my, my dudes. It's like, come
it's
on,
really like, especially
fair
with
and bend.
5K, it's really hard to get these after the
Yeah,
pre-order window is closed because they take them down. Like
yeah,
they only have like once they hit their warehouse, they take the pre-order down, and then they start emailing people for second payment. Second payments due because you have to put a down payment on the pre-orders through 5K. Once all of the second payment people have paid, um, if there's any stock left over from canceled orders, then those go back up on the site, but they hardly ever last. Like once people
right.
catch wind, oh, it's an in stock item, they card it, check out, and it's already on the way to them. So, and they sell
Yeah,
out super quick. But
yep,
this one, again, I'm not familiar with the scale on these figures. I know the Jada Toys Street Fighter figures are super popular with people. So if you've got one of those in hand, you kind of get an idea about the size of these guys. Here's what surprised me about the Angler here, size wise, is he is as big as these sharks, if not maybe bigger as in mass wise. Like he
Yeah.
looks like he's wider, like his torso is bigger. I don't know. He just looks so menacing, probably because of all those spikes and the fins and everything.
Yeah.
He's got a tail. The sharks do not have a tail.
Oh, that's
I just
interesting.
the more and more I look at it, yeah. So the tails on the sharks was something that I had suggested, like in the early prototype stages when 5K was showing these. And
Yeah.
I messaged them and I said, please, whoever's making these, like, tell them we need dorsal fins and tails.
Yeah.
And I think they added the dorsal fins, but the no tail.
Huh.
Oops.
That's definitely weird.
So yeah, still excited for these. Can't wait. Still no message from them though. So
Yeah.
I'm still waiting. um, yeah, no. Where am I? Where was I going from here? Oh, so the Horsemen had a little live show that they did where they
Yeah.
revealed Infinite Legions. So you know me, I
Tell,
can't go
tell
a
me
show
about
without
these.
talking about them. These are based off of another figure line called Golios. If you're familiar with Golios, I hear they're very popular with people that get them in hand. I don't have any. I have no connection with them whatsoever. But the Infinite Legions isn't going to be a Golios based line. It's just what they've said is they're going to incorporate other properties into their build system, like how their Legions figures are made. They're going to
Okay.
partner with other creators to create figures based off of their core body. So for this one, for instance, I'm going to go to the next picture here, which shows a Glyos figure.
Oh, okay. I was just looking those up, trying to
Yeah,
figure out.
nope. So they're pocket sized, basically, and
Okay.
limited articulation, of course, because of the size, but they still move. They're still posable. But people love them. But this
I'm
picture
gonna.
here shows, if you notice, the head is actually and I'm going to backpedal here. So the head is this thing that you see on his arm here. So that means that this particular piece will fit on a Glyos body, which they show here. So it's kind of a nod towards the beginnings of Legions, if you'll permit me for a minute here. Back before Mythic Legions came out, they were going to originally be like a 4-inch scale line built using the Glyos build system, their articulation scheme, and all of that. Because the Glyos figures, you can pull those apart, mix the pieces, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I
But
have a couple here. I think.
so
I'm
they
trying to
ran
think.
the numbers, and it didn't cost that much more to make the figures the size that they currently are with the Legions figures and everything. So they went ahead and made the bigger figures. Plus, when they showed the prototypes at Toy Apocalypse back in 2014, 15, one of those years, they had made they were basically two ups. They were still using two ups of the original prototypes, which were closer to 7-8 inches, and people were going, no, that's the size we want. We want night figures, and we want them big. We want those figures, the ones you're showing. That's what we want. So they went ahead and just, okay, well they're going to make them big. So
Hmm.
this has kind of come full circle for them, because they're friends with the guys that created the Goliath figures and everything. They just finally got to the point where, hey, we're gonna pick one of your characters to make. And so I'm told this guy's name is Faden, I think is how you say it. And it's an alternate head that you're seeing on the body here that they're going to come with. But also, they're making another version in a different colorway.
Hmm.
And this one's purple and black. And you see another little holographic type of head there, which also will fit on a Goliath's body.
Hmm.
I'm kind of mixed on these
Yeah.
guys. Like they look great. I'm not saying they don't look good at all, but
Right.
I'm not sure I'm gonna get these.
Yeah.
Um, I'm to the point now where I don't feel like I have to like give 110% towards the horsemen to help them succeed. Like they've succeeded. They're there. They're branching out now. They're making all
Right.
of these different things. And honestly, it's kind of hard to keep up.
Yeah.
um, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to get these or not. I may end up regretting not getting them. So who knows?
Yeah.
But if this is your thing, they are available for pre-order right now, and it's a very limited pre-order window. I believe the pre-order on these ends on the 22nd.
Huh.
So they're $45 a piece, or you can get the bundle, the two figures. It's not a two-pack. They will come individually boxed, but it's a little bit of a price break there at 85.
Mm.
They
Yeah.
also have some pins. These are enamel pins. And I think they're going to do some shirts, but those are through another website, Retro Rags Unlimited.
Yeah.
So you can look them up. That's where they have all of the officially licensed T-shirts and stuff from the Four Horsemen properties, like Mythic Legions, Cosmic Legions. They've done shirts for the Figure Obscura drops, and I believe they've got shirts for these as well.
Interesting.
But yeah, no, you get to see like this is his basic look. Let me get off his knees there. There we go. So that's kind of the standard kind of look for the main character. And I don't know if I'm saying that name right or not. Faden, I think is what they kept saying.
Yeah, I think that sounds right. We'll stick with it.
I can't hover over the picture or it makes it super big and awkward. But this, I kind of dig this look out of all of them.
Yeah.
That other head, because it's a horseman created design for that head.
Yeah.
So it's not one that's in the Glyos line, not yet anyway. I have a feeling they'll probably backpedal and make it now. I did watch the live special, so I'm kind of just taking cues from what some of the guys said during that. But I really dig this head on the body.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Very Mega Man-esque.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people that have said that. So the arm cannon is swappable. You can put it on either arm, and he does come with two regular arms if you don't want to use that big ass hand cannon. So there's kind of a shot there with another alternate head, and he's got two of his his regular hands. Yep.
Yeah.
And let's see, do they give? Yeah, it's kind of a. I'll just go back to that. So he does come with 4 different heads. So you can create whatever look you want with this guy. And then Phanos, I think is how the guy said this one. The guy that created, my mind went blank for a second. The Glyos. He was saying Thanos, Thanos. I don't know. I can't remember.
Thanos.
Whatever. Call him whatever you want. Purple brain dude. I don't know.
Purple dude.
Yeah, because that's pretty much that's a brain.
Yeah, purple brain dude.
Purple brain. But he also comes with that really cool kind of cybernetic helmet head there.
Yeah.
And there's one that's kind of like, I don't know, it's like a skull kind of thing going on.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. I dig that.
I really, between the two, I like this one a little bit better than the blue one.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, he doesn't have arm cannons.
Yeah, he actually does.
He does? Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. He comes with one.
Oh, right okay. There it is. There it is. I didn't see it the first time.
Let's see. I don't. Oops. I don't know if do they give a shot with him actually using it? No, but it's there. He
Okay.
can use it. I don't know.
Interesting. I mean, it's definitely something that so these aren't the full, you know, regular size mythic legions.
No, they are. They
They are?
absolutely are. Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood what you were saying.
Yeah, no. So the Glyos
Gotcha.
figures are 3 to 4 inches. These are full scale Legions figures. So
Oh,
they're the
geez.
larger scale. Yeah. So the only thing, the comparison that I was trying to make was
Well, the cosmic
these.
stuff.
Well, no, like, so that head, okay,
Mm-hmm.
that head that you see, that's a Glyos figure.
Yeah. Okay. And it fits in.
It fits into the arm plug
Yeah.
here on those figures. So they're full size figures, full size Legions figures. They're not small by any means. Trust me.
Hello, Hoover Von Plot. How you doing? Well, that's cool. I dig it.
But yeah, if you're a fan of Glyos, if you know what those are, you can head over to storehorseman.com and put your pre-order in. They've still got a bunch of in-stock stuff here. I was just kind of scrolling down to see what was going on. It looks like Warrior Beast Headhunter sold out.
Yeah.
So he's gone. He's gone. But yeah, no, that's the new hotness right now. That's what everybody's excited over. These are just the first 2 figures in the Infinite Legions series. So we'll see where it goes from there. I don't know.
Yeah. Definitely curious as to how. Well, of course, it's a Legion's thing, so
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
sure
I'm curious where
the
they're going to
fans will
go as
take to it.
far as like who are they going to partner with next? Like what's next for Infinite Legions? Like they've been kind of teasing this all year for the Glyos, which they kind of came out and said, hey, it's Glyos. They didn't really hide it. They just didn't reveal everything that they were releasing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So if you can't do like a whole wave, if you can't pre-order a whole wave of Mythic or Cosmic or whatever, this is more your speed. You get a couple of figures here.
Yeah.
And they do offer the payment plans too, so there's that option.
Yeah. That's true.
Pay
That
over
is
time.
true.
I don't know when these are going to come out. I wouldn't expect them for another year, I would think. They are working on a whole bunch of other stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm more excited about what was they called it something, and it's maybe Legion's Legacy line or something like that. I can't remember. I don't know. They're going to redo some of the older characters. Because the way that they usually try to do their waves is it's story based. They do have a story for their characters, but they also want to release cool stuff, and sometimes that doesn't fit with the narrative that they're going with at the time. So it kind of gives them a loophole. Like the one figure everybody's been clamoring for years to get a re-release is Otho.
Yep.
A lot of the newer fans missed out on him, and he has not had a re-release anytime soon. As of late. So he's getting a completely new figure, and it's still Otho, but much more updated parts are being used. So it's not that old classic body that we've got hundreds of already.
Yeah. Right. Well,
So I'm
that's
excited
nice.
about that. I'm excited
For
about
sure.
that.
Phew. I would definitely be excited about that. I mean, Otho's been one that I've been wanting for a long time, and I just haven't been able to pull the trigger because it's always like several $100, and it's like,
Yeah,
I don't know if I
he
want to
is
spend
very expensive.
$500. on this thing, and it's old parts. It's like, and the new
Yeah.
one, that they released a new one, didn't they?
No, Otho. So he got released in the original Kickstarter,
Uh-huh.
and then I want to say, I don't know, was he in an All Stars wave? I
No, he
don't
wasn't in an
remember.
All Stars wave, but I thought he was had an Otho 2 coming out, just
Mm-mm.
like Baron
But-
Volgar or whatever.
So yeah, that one's part of that like that Mythic Legion's Legacy line or whatever. So yeah, he is getting a second version. It's not out yet. That's what I was saying. I was excited for.
Interesting. I thought it was going to be more like Heaven's Brand, the Heaven's Brand 2 that you were showing off. I
Yeah,
thought it was more like that.
it will be. It will be. I don't think I'm going to be able to find a picture of it just on the spot.
Yeah. Yeah, because
Because
I thought he had like, I don't know, his hair was different and it wasn't that same style, and it was like, not sure how I'll like it, but it'll be nice to have Otho because he at least had all the same colored armor and stuff like that. So
yeah, I'm not going to be able to find a picture just on the spot.
muy
Yeah,
fabuloso.
next week.
Yeah.
And I'm desperately searching on this on the Horseman's website. I could show the old one, but I don't have pictures of the new one. And they've only really released the one image where he's in like this action pose. So
Yeah.
I'll find it for next week.
All right, that's fair. Well, so interesting.
But that's all I got.
All right. Well, I know. Let me think. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something, but I no longer remember. But I will say, um, so we have someone new on the network, and we are, yeah. See you next week. And so we are doing a D&D campaign with Nem tomorrow morning, and so I'm
Hmm.
excited, but at the same time I'm not, because it means I have to get up early, and me and anything before noon is hard up for me, because mainly because I don't get to sleep until like 6 or 7 every day, so it's like, and that's in the morning, 6 or
I
7
couldn't
in
do
the
it.
morning.
I'd be flipping pizzas all day long. I couldn't do it.
Right. Right. So I don't know. Let me find this thing. I'll put this banner on, and then talk about what we have coming up this week. So I know. Well, oh, here's the Nem Gaming Madness. That's for tomorrow, and then also later in the evening on Tuesday will be Joy of Drawing with Addie, and then right. Right. And then where'd it go? Then Friday, we'll be back with The Accountant and The Accountant 2. If you haven't seen The Accountant 2, we'll be watching it live on Pilled, exclusively on Pilled, Thursday night at 7. So you can tune into that. We just rewatched The Accountant live on Pilled today. So that's how you can catch the other movie if you somehow don't have a subscription to Amazon Prime, which I don't think there is any such person these days. Seems like everyone has a subscription to Prime.
Yeah, I don't.
But okay, well, there you have it. That's for you. But yeah,
Oh, no, you have to redact what you said now. You do know somebody.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So I guess I do. But, I know I have every confidence in you that you can turn around and find it had fallen off of this truck for some reason. I just popped it in and find out what it was, and there it was. So
I have my ways.
exactly. So, but yeah, that's it for this week. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you to everyone who's if you haven't found it, we're on Discord, we're on Facebook, we have a group on Facebook. Come like our page, come hang out. Hit up the Linktree for our Discord link and join the Discord. I'm slowly trying to build that back up and all that. So if you're on either of those things, come hang out with us. I try to have a good time. But that is Road Pig John, how's it going? And
I know it's messing everybody up. Everybody's showing up, and we're about to leave.
right.
Sorry, guys, we had to move our time.
Yeah. And what did he say? Oh yeah, yep. Hey, Woody. All right, so yeah, this is our new time for now. It might change again. We'll see. Good but busy. That's good. Well, you can go watch the episode previous or our episode tonight as you are wrapping up whatever you're busy doing. So, let me find where I was at here. Okay, and that's it. We're gonna see you next week. Thunder Nerds Ho.